legitness. Yeah, it was.
What?
That sounds like Shell's pussy.
It's all about dicks. Mashed potatoes.
You're rocking with the best. We're about to take it back.
True.
Program contains graphic material, including offensive language. Viewer discretion is advised.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Can I Talk? Can We Talk? Super Bowl preview.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Check this out.
Yes, I love you. Margarita, mi amor.
Oh, yeah. That seems like it was good. Fuck yeah. What's up, everybody out there? Monday afternoon quarterback, if you want to call it that. But the Super Bowl is set. The 49ers versus the Kansas City Chiefs. We're going to break it down a little bit today, give you predictions, a little look into the Super Bowl. Today I'm joined by those fucking two knuckleheads themselves, the one and only frickin' frack Minnesota Vikings and Minnesota Silver Roll.
What up, Ken? What's going on, bro?
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing tonight?
What up, yo? What's going down here, guys?
Not much, just sitting here trying to flick some ashes in the ashtray head, man.
Fuck yeah, baby. Fuck
Yeah, fucking right.
Can we talk? So anyway, you guys got your beliefs on the Super Bowl. I got my beliefs on the Super Bowl, but we're gonna talk about it today and break it down for a little bit here. Like I said, Super Bowl all set. Kansas City Chiefs started out the game again down. They come from behind again. The 49ers just were dominant. Were dominant last night, the 49ers.
Well,
This is
that running back had 4 touchdowns and 2.
Well, I mean, that's a fucking amazing fucking game for that guy, and in a big stage. You know, this is the 49ers' 4th Super Bowl with a different quarterback at the helm. 4 different times this franchise has made it to the Super Bowl with 4 different quarterbacks. Okay?
Yeah, Montana, Young, and then the knee taker.
What's his name? What's his name again? Yeah, him and now Garoppolo, a guy that was. Now you look at it now and you say to yourself, "Holy shit!" Like, you know, Belichick is an amazing coach. He's even more amazing because he saw the writing on the wall and knew that this kid was good enough to make it to a Super Bowl. And could you imagine if Garoppolo would have been at the helm of the the Patriots right now?
Well, he wanted too much money.
Yeah, regardless of that, what Belichick wanted to do was to have, Brady hang him up or move on, and he wanted to put that whole franchise on Garoppolo. And I'll tell you what, man, they probably could have won for another 17 more years with Garoppolo behind the helm with Belichick there. But history went the other way, and they got rid of Garoppolo. He ends up on the 49ers, and here we are.
Well, in a little bit, Ken, I got a little bit of information that's going to seal the deal on who's going to win the Super Bowl, and I'm going to tell you why.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I got a little piece of hot information that I don't think a lot of people are talking about.
All right, well, let's hear it. What do you got?
I don't know if I want to reveal it yet.
All right.
It's a hot piece of information. Like, I can't believe nobody's saying nothing about it.
Is it something that a betting man would love to know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they would.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Well, let me tell you this. I'll tell you this right now. The odds-on favorite, we all know they're going to be the 49ers are going to be the odds-on favorite. Now, with that said, the Chiefs...
What do you know what the line is yet?
I saw the immediate line that was set right away. Definitely is going to change. There's no doubt about that. What's the spread on 2020 Super Bowl?
According to Forbes, if this line stands, the 2020 Super Bowl will be just the 4th title game in history with a spread of 1.5 points or less.
Wow. Holy shit. What a close Super Bowl this is going to be. I mean, I hope the game does pan out that it will be a close game, but the spread right now, you heard it. As of right now, Forbes magazine reporting that the spread is 1.5 or less on this game.
Wow.
So that goes to show you that they're you know, they know that this game is going to be a close one.
Well, you know how the money line moves, right?
Oh, yeah, it's going to move a little. But, I mean, they're kind of saying, like, hey, man, don't expect it to move much of a difference than where it already is. And which I agree with. I think this is a very good matched-up Super Bowl. The Chiefs, you know, they came from behind twice. You know, you want to say, okay, they shouldn't have got behind in the first place. But the fact is, the Chiefs are the type of team that once they play from behind, you know, they turn it on. They know what they're doing. Last year, they came very close, you know?
The Chiefs were buried 21 down in the first quarter.
Yeah. And last year, the Chiefs came very close to fucking making it here. Let's not forget. Like, you know, so this is a team that's been in the run to do things for a while now, you know? So, you guys, I mean, you're Minnesota Vikings, you're pretty hooked on the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl, right or wrong?
Oh, yeah, after that piece of information that I released.
Oh,
yeah.
God. Fuck out of
here. That's that big of a deal, dude.
This is like a guy.
Trust me, Kev, when I say it, it is that big of a deal.
Yeah, I think you would.
Okay, do you want me to tell you?
I mean, go ahead. Let's tell the fans out there. Let's see. Might not even believe you.
Garoppolo has a knee brace on him.
And you only know this? Come on, I'm sure a lot of people know this.
That's what I'm saying, but that's the thing. He's hurt, dude.
Well, that's not good news, but I don't think he's hurt as bad as you might think he is. You think he's like hurt to the point where it's going to affect the game?
That's why they ran the hell out of the ball, dude. You know that the Niners have ran the ball 61 times all of a sudden, and like Garoppolo only passed it like 8 times?
Yeah, no, I get it, and I think they were being very cautious with Garoppolo.
Fucking hurt, Ken.
Yeah, but you know what? They've used him like that all season long, the 49ers. They're very cautious with Garoppolo, putting him in, you know, tight positions, and you know what I mean? They're kind of milking him, and they've done a great job at it all year, you know?
He's gimped out, though.
Well, all right, listen, if he is gimped out, then, okay, I would say that you would give it kind of... I think the people who are making the odds of this game put that into play, and I think it's still a one-point spread on this, even with him being a little banged up, because the running back we saw can put the fucking ball in the end zone with no problem. So, you know, you get pretty close down there. And listen, the 49ers are a short gain team. They don't gain big plays. They eat you up on the ground, bro. They eat you up on the ground with the pass and the run. You know what I mean? And they're endless. They'll put like 20 plays up on the board. You know what I mean? For one drive. That's the type of team they are. So I think even with Garoppolo banged up, you're still going to see the 49ers working the way they've worked all year long and in the playoffs.
And I just feel like the Chiefs, dude, if you can't put them away down 21 in the first quarter, you can't put them away, dude.
Well, hey, Too Sweet 2020 in the chat says that he always wears a brace.
No, it just recently. So I'm telling you, he's not right. We'll see.
Listen, I think you would see that on the betting line right now, and I think that it would be. I think if he's that banged up, I think you kind of give the edge to the Kansas City Chiefs, and that's not what they're doing. They're giving a slight edge to the 49ers, and these guys who make the spread, and they know this game very, very good. And if he's banged up as bad as you're saying, I think they would put that into the spread. But who knows? I mean, listen. We'll see we're going to see what's going to happen regardless, but we got to wait 2 weeks for that. Next week, I guess, is what, the Pro Bowl? They're doing the fucking Pro
nobody
Bowl now.
watches.
Yeah, they're doing the Pro Bowl now the week before, which is, I don't know, it's kind of stupid, but, you know.
Isn't it flag football?
It's always been, that's always been a weird fucking all-star type of thing with the NFL.
They don't even hit them. They don't even hit them or nothing.
Yeah, it's weird shit. But, I'm a hockey fan, so I'm used to seeing, like,
You
fucking...
want to put a little
What are you doing? You putting a little provolone on it? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Have a whole conversation. There you go.
We're sorry.
What is he doing? Putting provolone on someone?
Oh,
What's
sorry
going
about
on
that.
over there?
I forgot to turn my mic off.
You
Sorry.
putting a little Marigot on somebody? What are you doing? Yeah, say hi to her. Yeah, look. Look who it is.
Yeah, she's upstairs getting some coffee. I just told her to warm up mine.
Look at this. It's the one and only Tommy's girl. Look at her. Man, that's a big drink, Tommy. Jesus.
What the hell is that?
Listen to this. Listen. Fucking Tommy. But anyway, all right. So you Minnesota Silver Bowl. What do you? Who do you feel is going to win?
Well, all honesty, I haven't really watched much, but I was thinking the Kansas City because they're closer to Minnesota.
So that's what you're rooting for. So your theory is you are fucking nice, dude.
Yeah, I just doing a Mongoloid pick. I like the Kansas City just because
he's got his Mongoloid pick is in, folks. He's picking them. He thinks they're gonna win because they're close to Minnesota.
And it might be score up to 42. 42.
You think you think it'll be a high scoring game? You think like one of them will have like like 40 points or something? Yeah.
Well, I think Kansas City is going to run it down, pass, and probably. I think the score will be. Kansas City will win by
42.
Win by 10.
42.
Oh,
42.
It's gonna be 42. The final score is gonna be Kansas City 42. 42. Francisco 49ers.
It'll be a tie game at.
42.
Ignorance.
All right, so listen, I'm going to be realistic about this. I really think the 49ers are going to win this game. Do I think it's going to be a good, close game? Yeah, I think that we'll see a very good fought game between these two teams. Very well matched up. The spread says it. I mean, the spread says it alone. They're very well matched up.
It's going to be, I think, a high-scoring game, too.
I feel, this is right now, this is what I said before. The 49ers, if they win this, right, then they are the third team to have 6 Super Bowl championships. The other two teams are the Pats and the Steelers. So if they win this, the 49ers will become the third franchise with 6 Super Bowl rings. We all know the most Super Bowl appearances is by the New England Patriots with 11. I'm pretty sure 11 Super Bowl appearances, and they have 6 rings.
Oh.
So, this is kind of historical if you look at it as the overall picture in the NFL. If the Niners do win, they become the third franchise with 6. So it'll be a 3-way tie for the most Super Bowls won by a franchise. But it just goes to show you, man, the 49ers, man, if you look at their whole entire franchise and you look at the whole ball of wax, this team they've always put a winner out there, man. They always have found a way to win. I mean, even back 7 years ago when they made the Super Bowl and lost, they had, what's the quarterback's name again? Why do I always forget? Kaepernick. They had him. They made a Super Bowl with this guy. He was a decent quarterback. He wasn't anything great. They were also good when they had Jerry Garcia, whatever. Jerry Garcia, isn't that the lead singer of the Grateful Dead? What was that guy's name again? Garcia. Remember the quarterback Garcia?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
He was pretty good for them too. They've had some really good quarterbacks over the years. I mean, look, they had Joe Montana won them like 3-4 Super Bowls, and then here comes Young. He wins a Super Bowl for them. They could have very easily won a Super Bowl with Kaepernick, and then here you are with Garoppolo. So this franchise, man. They have a chance to.
I got a question.
What's up?
Redneck lady.
I predicted these two teams to be Super Bowl this year 2 months ago.
Wait a second. You predicted that these two teams would be in the Super Bowl together?
Because how damn good
Holy shit, redneck.
Teams and the stats. I mean, they didn't.
Fucking redneck predicts it.
I'm sorry, but hey, I watch Vikings games more than any other team, but I do pay attention to all the other teams online or.
Yeah, that's how I am. I watch
streaming,
mainly the Jets.
I'm not really. I have no favorite team. That's my thing.
Well, I'll tell you this right now. A lot of people give me a little bit of shit because I like the Jets and I also like the Giants. Now, if the Jets are playing the Giants, I kind of root for the Jets because I just root for the Jets. So people give me shit about that. People give me shit about that, but the fact of the matter is, the NFL is a different beast, okay? In hockey, you pick a team that normally is in your area and you root for them. In baseball, you're normally rooting for your team in your area and hometown type of thing. Football is a little bit different, and football is played more or less, people all around the world like NFL teams, So it could be anything. It could be any team, anybody from any state,
Oh, yeah.
So that's one of the things that I love about football.
But, I thought it was great. I got to see the Chiefs game, but not the Packers in San Francisco because lost all power and shit here for a day. So it was all fucked up with the weather.
Well, you didn't miss much because the Packers kind of got their asses handed to them.
That's what I heard. They just got shut out pretty much. Which they came back
a little bit at the end. But.
Yeah, but I predicted fucking the Chiefs are gonna fucking go in the Niners. They just.
So who's gonna win? Who's gonna win the game, Redneck?
Who's going to win it? I would say it would have to be fucking Niners.
So you got the can you give me a score? Hold on, guys. Yo.
And they were
Hello.
Super Bowl one with the Packers.
Hello. Listen, give me a score here. What do you predict the score?
Score?
Yeah, give me a score.
It's gonna be close game. It's gonna probably be like around that 38 to fucking 35 or something.
38 to 2.
What?
All right, so
I mean, it's gonna be a close game, but it's gonna be a hell of an awesome game to watch.
Well, I hope so. The last couple of Super Bowls have been really good games. The last couple of ones have been really good games. So hopefully, we'll get another good game on this one. When was the one that went to overtime? Was that was last year or the year before?
I think the
year before. I think I thought it was year before, but
yeah. But I mean, regardless of when it was 2 years ago, maybe or something. There's been a lot of good close games recently, so hopefully that keeps the trend going, and this game in 2 weeks will be a really good game to watch.
Yeah.
I do think that like both these teams definitely are capable of winning the Super Bowl. There's no doubt about it. Like they're definitely both capable teams.
Yeah.
But if Garoppolo wins, I really feel like Belichick and Kraft, his name is, the owner, will be kicking themselves in the ass because this kid was on their roster, was their guy, and they could have very easily made the move because the bottom line is Belichick saw the writing on the wall and said this kid is good enough to ride for the next 15 to 20 years on a franchise. And he saw that. And he went to Kraft and he told Kraft, I want to either have him retire or we move him on. We trade Brady or he retires.
Can't get rid of Tom Brady.
Dude, he was ready to do that. That's what makes him a great coach because he saw the writing on the wall. Brady's up there. What happens now? You don't have the future. You don't have a guy that's going to step in for Brady once he's done. You don't have that on that team right now. You did when you had fucking Garoppolo there. Now you don't. All right, they could have dominated football for another fucking 20 years. They could have dominated football.
Brady could win 3 more Super Bowls, though.
Now, can he? You sure about that? Because this year it didn't look like he could. It didn't look like he could this year. I'll tell you that.
No,
you lose to the Titans. You lose to the Titans like that, and now if the Titans would have went on to go to a Super Bowl, I would have been sitting here telling you, all right, you know, man, they lost to a Cinderella team. But the fact of the matter is, they didn't. The Titans went out like a bitch yesterday, and you know, so now it was like for nothing, really. You know, so they lost. You know,
honestly, the Titans didn't do that damn bad.
They didn't, but they didn't continue the Cinderella run that they were having. It was a letdown. You know, a lot of people pick them to be the Cinderella team to make it all the way there, like they were, and they came up short. You know, but they still had a great season. Don't get me wrong, they still had a great season. They still had a great run.
They were a 6 seed.
They still had a great run. You can't knock them. They had a great run. I can't take anything from them. But the fact of the matter is, they beat the Patriots, and that normally does not happen to the Patriots to lose to a team like them. Okay, unless they're going to a Super Bowl or something like that. And do I think that the Patriots are over? No, and I don't think they're over. I don't think Brady's over. I think you might see Brady one more. I think when it's all said and done, maybe the Patriots have 7 Super Bowl rings instead of 6 like the other franchise has, and maybe he ends the number 1 guy of all. Who knows? But the fact of the matter is, they're not here this year, man. They might be there next year, but right now, it's Garoppolo's era, and this young kid on Kansas City, man, what can you say about their quarterback?
Mahomes.
I mean, this is the guy's, second season?
Yeah.
Young guy.
One thing that's interesting about Mahomes was his dad was a pitcher for the Minnesota Twins.
Yeah, this professional blood. His mother was a gymnast, in the Olympics, all kinds of shit. This kid is a athlete's athlete. Kansas City has a lot of good years ahead of them with this guy. And, listen, as much as I'm talking about the 49ers right now in their 7th Super Bowl franchise history with their 4th different quarterback there, which is crazy to say, the Kansas City Chiefs, they haven't been there in 50 fucking years. It's been a while. Matter of fact, one of the trophies are named after one of their coaches.
Yeah, that's what.
So,
and actually, the trophy is named and have.
The owner?
Yeah,
the owner, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they got a storied franchise as well, the Chiefs, man, but it's been a while for them to be in this picture, Been a really long time.
You know what? That's what I was going to say. It's been, 50 years since the Chiefs have been to the Super Bowl. Don't you think they're due?
And the fucked up thing is, man, whenever people would make fun of the Jets and be like, oh, they haven't been there in years and they suck and blah, 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 they never make it. I always say, well, what about the Kansas City Chiefs? They're just as bad as us. But now I can't say that no more because they're there. And if they win in 2 weeks, well, then you really can't say much of anything anymore. You know what I mean? So it's like...
Yeah, well, I don't know. I do think 2 things. It's going to be a high-scoring game.
Yeah, you think high scorer?
Yeah, but I think the Chiefs are going to...
Well, listen,
win only by a point or 2.
My predictions have been dead on as of late, okay? And I want to play you guys a little something here as part of my predictions. We covered the UFC pay-per-view the other night with the return of the one and only Conor McGregor, and
that 42-second debacle. Fuck,
42 seconds, but this was my call before the fight happened.
It was a 42-second debacle, man.
This was my call before the fight happened. Okay, here we go.
Round 2, right? Just give me your overall idea on who you think's gonna win. Tell you right now. Conor's gonna win. You think Conor's gonna win? Conor's gonna win. Conor's gonna win before the first round is up. In the first round, you think he's gonna win? Yeah, I think he's gonna fucking demolish this guy. By knockout? Yeah, I think he's gonna not. Well, yeah, technical knockout, not like an actual knockout, but like one where the ref is like, all right, you got to call this already. Like this guy's getting pummeled already, and it's gonna be over fast. I have a feeling it's gonna be over fast.
So with that said, I will give you my pick for Super Bowl 54. 42. All right, so
42.
here's my pick, and I have to be quiet for a second as I'm doing it because it has to go through the head for a second. So hold on here.
It has to go through the head.
Hold on, there's a certain process for me to do this. I have to visualize the score. I got to visualize the game and the movement and what the first. All right, so here we go. I'm going to go over it real quick with you guys. And if it sounds like gibberish, I'm going to come up with something at the end. Here we go. So we open up the game, kick off, bang, get the ball, touchdown. All right, come back, field goal. Come back, touchdown. Come back, field goal, touchdown. Field goal. All right, field goal, touchdown. Another, come back again.
What?
I'm going to say the score will be...
That sounds like Shell's pussy.
49ers will have... They will have 35, and the Kansas City Chiefs will have 35 to 28. 35-27. That's the score. 35-27 49ers will win the Super Bowl. 35 to 28. 35 to 28 or 27. I'm mixed up between 28 and 27. Yeah, hold on. 21. Yeah, 35, 28, 49ers. That's my pick right there. Lock it in.
Whoa.
Lock it up.
No way.
Lock it up, dude. That's my pick.
Nah, I don't think the Niners are going to win, man.
I'm telling you, man. Lock it up, bro. Lock it up. All right? I'm going to put it in the official locker. All right? I'm going to stick it in there, and it's going to be official, baby. Lock it up.
Lock it, 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 lock it.
It's locked. It's locked in there, guys. That's it. Now, do you want to make a lock bet? You want to make a lock up right now? Pick the score, Minnesota Vikings. Let's get it locked in. What do you think?
Well, I think it's going to be high scoring, like you kind of predicted. But
give me a score.
I more think like 34 for the Chiefs and 21 for the Niners.
Lock it up.
Yep.
Say the score.
34-21, Chiefs win.
Lock it, lock it, lock it, lock it.
And it's not even that close, so
it's locked in. It's locked in, man.
It will be like 34-7 in the fourth quarter.
You guys in the chat, since we can come back and look at this show, and that's what we're going to do in 2 weeks after the Super Bowl, see who's right, who's wrong. If you want, put your predictions in the chat because we can go back and look at it and go over it, which we are going to do after the Super Bowl is up in 2 weeks, and we're going to have a Monday morning quarterback show the day after the Super Bowl right here on the network. Plus, we are going to have a pre-Super Bowl show, a pre-show for the Super Bowl. So before the Super Bowl goes off, you join us on the network. We're going to have a pre-show. And then we'll be back on with Monday morning quarterback for the day after. So if you want, put your picks in the chat, and we're going to read them off Monday morning, see who was right, who was wrong, who was close. The closest person in the chat will win something pretty fucking cool, all right? It's something that doesn't need to be sent to your house. I can just shoot it to your 1, 2, 3. So whoever has the closest score right in the chat wins. And we can come back and look at these. And you guys, too, if you want to put it in there. I'm going to put mine in there, too, just so it's locked in.
Can I lock mine in right now?
Lock it in. Let's get it locked in. What do you think?
14-24 and Chiefs.
14-24, you say?
Yep.
And do you want to lock that in?
Yes, sir.
Lock it in.
Lock it, lock it, lock it, lock it, lock it.
It's locked in. We got our picks.
That ain't a lot of points that Silver Rolls picked.
No, he picked very low. I mean, he's predicting it's going to be a low-scoring type of defensive affair. But hey, guess what?
Yep.
The 49ers are known for the defensive prowl. So let me tell you, it might be that type of game where it's defense first, and and then check this out right here. Come on, Crystal. Sip it, girl. Sip it. She's such a good friend to Tommy. Tommy's very lucky to have her as a friend. Very lucky, Tommy.
I feel sorry for her.
Well, I mean, she enjoys hanging out with him, and she does a lot of good for him, And Tommy, of course, we all know. Tommy, we all know, we'll know for fucking ever because Tommy will let you know. Damn right he'll let you know, but he's been working out lately, and he's getting... Listen to this.
It's another day in the books. I just did 15 somethings where I went up and down, up and down.
He did 15 somethings where he went up and down, up and down. He did 15 somethings where I went up and down.
So, I have calf raises next. Get you later, folks. Another day in the books.
God, man. This guy is going to fucking lose so much weight, he's going to look like a skinny stick.
I doubt that.
I'm telling you, man, he's like infatuated with it now, bro. His family got him on the right kick. I was the one who started busting his balls about it and showing him like my photos of like my recent loss weight, my weight loss, and I would send him like a photo of a montage of my weigh-ins because I put them all in the same photo together. So I would send it to him and be like, "Look at this progress I'm making, Tommy," and he was like, I'm gonna start doing it," and I was like, "You should, man." Then before you knew it, his brother, is really doing the right thing by him, and the family is standing behind him and getting him. He needed to do this, like big time.
His brother JJ Fenton.
He needed to do this. JJ and Felipe.
Oh yeah, it'll be a lot better for his heart. That's for sure.
Felipe was there. JJ was there. They were all, it was like a big convention. What is that called again? When they,
convention?
Not a convention, an intervention. Intervention, yeah.
Oh.
That's what it was. They were all there.
I thought you meant circus.
JJ and all of them were there. Jose B was there, and Jose.
Remember, but you remember Tommy lost 1 pound 20.
That's what he told us on the show. We go, "Tommy, how much did you lose?" And he's like, 1 pound 20. I went, "What? The fuck are you what?" I love Tommy. I love him though, man. 1 pound 20.
How the fuck? What is 1 pound 20?
I don't know, man. It's weird. I love him though, man. He's
Mashed potatoes.
Oh shit. Johnny Ray Sinister, the one and only Minister. John Boy. What's up, Johnny? What's doing, baby?
It's all about dick.
That Crystal drinking that bowl of cum soup from Tommy.
Cum soup. Your mother drinks my cum soup. That one, shout out to you, Johnny Ray.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
My mother drinks your cum soup.
So
though, I will say I do think it's going to be a really damn good Super Bowl.
I hope it is, man, because I don't like these dud games. You know what I mean? Like if it comes into if it turns into like one of these fucking shit shows, I don't like that shit. I'm not down with a shit show. I'll turn the fucking thing right off. I don't need to sit there and watch a shitty football game.
And I also think that the referees will have something to do a little bit with the game.
Can I tell you the referees are fucking the Islanders left and right in the NHL, man? It is so ridiculous what's going on with the refereeing in the NHL right now. Oh my God. It's horrible. It's fucking horrible.
What are they?
Don't you guys?
Blind?
Hey, don't you guys have a new member in the studio today?
Yeah, we do.
And it's a female, isn't it?
Yep.
Hello.
What's her name?
Angelina.
Angelina, welcome to the show.
Pleasure.
Angelina, ladies and gentlemen. Over on the
she's been pretty quiet tonight.
Over on the Realest Fuck TV show over there. What's do you have
Just
any
observing.
Yeah.
Checking out their studio.
Do you watch football? Do you watch football?
No, but my family
No?
does. My uncles and my father did.
Let me guess, you're all Minnesota Vikings fans, right?
Oh yeah, my sister, and her husband is actually a Green Bay Packers fan.
Yeah, well, you guys are
they
close.
They always have their little battles.
Yeah.
They have parties where they You
I
know,
could imagine.
They sit in battle, and
That's a rivalry and a half, man. That's one of the
Just each
biggest
other.
rivalries, you know?
Well, there's nothing wrong with being a Vikings fan.
No, now let me tell you about the Vikings, man. This fucking franchise, man, has made it to so many Super Bowls, but they've been on the losing end every fucking time. I mean, I feel for them, bro. I really do feel for the Minnesota Vikings, bro. You lose 5 Super Bowls over a fucking 50-year span is insane.
It's a rough deal.
It is a rough deal. I mean, but listen, at least you guys make it.
You gotta think. Though,
At least you guys make it. At least you guys make it, okay? The Jets don't make it, okay? At least you guys make it. Kansas City Chiefs, they haven't made it to the Super Bowl since what? Super Bowl 3? Super Bowl 2? Something?
50 years.
All right, 50 years. So they're due. A lot of new franchises, not new franchises, but a lot of franchises that never won before have been winning in the last decade. The Eagles, the Washington Nationals, and a couple other teams in there. The Chicago Cubs. A lot of teams that haven't won have been winning in the last decade or so. So hopefully we'll see Kansas City win. You know, I don't want to see the 49ers win. I would rather see the Kansas City Chiefs win. And I'm rooting for the Chiefs, and that's definite. But I have a feeling if I'm betting on the San Francisco 49ers, their defense, Garoppolo. I just think they can't be beat in the Super Bowl, and I really do see them winning it. Like I said, 35-28, San Francisco 49ers over the Chiefs. And we'll see what happens, man. 2 weeks. Next week's the Pro Bowl. Who gives a shit about that? But I'll be checking in on it. I'd rather watch the NHL. All-Star game, yeah, because the NHL All-Star game is great, which is coming up too, very soon.
Yeah, that's probably a little bit more entertaining, definitely.
Yeah, they need to do something different with the way that they do the All-Star shit with the NFL. I would do it at you know how the NFL has the Hall of Fame stadium?
Yep.
I would play a game at the NFL Hall of Fame stadium at the midway point of every season. Or not even at the midway point. Let's say week 15, week 14. You know, of course you don't want people to get hurt during the regular season, so maybe you can't do that. All right. So then I would move it to way after the Super Bowl, like maybe 4 weeks later when everybody's rested up from the whole season and the playoffs and everything. So you can have all these guys there for the game and actually make it fun and shit. A lot of people miss the game because they're in the Super Bowl or, you know, it's kind of lame. I don't really like the NFL's version of it. It sucks.
You're talking about the Outdoor Classic or whatever, right?
Well, I mean, I would just do something different with the NFL. I mean, I would go to the fucking something.
No, I'm just saying that you're talking about you'd have the Outdoor Classic at the NFL stadium.
No, I'm talking. Well, I mean, that's a cool idea to have the NHL Classic at the fucking outdoor stadium, at the Football Hall of Fame. That's a pretty cool idea. But no, I was talking about the NFL doing the game for the All-Star game there and having it there every year, maybe 2 or 3 weeks after the Super Bowl, you know, where everybody can be involved in it, you know, and it can
I see what you're saying.
You know, something different, because I just don't think it cuts it, you know.
That game means nothing anymore.
No, it means nothing, and I think if they did it at a different time and just put a different spin on it, probably be better. But you know, who knows? We'll see.
I wanted to say one other thing, not about the football, but I wanted to talk quick about that Mayweather shit.
Why? What Mayweather?
You know,
shit?
because you heard about the shit about him saying, "Oh yeah, him and Floyd are gonna fight again." He says they're gonna box.
Well, if he wants to fight him again, he needs to get in the octagon this time and not in the fucking ring.
He
because
said he's gonna box him again. He says, "Oh yeah."
That's so stupid because you know, listen.
And they says they're in negotiations all the time.
It's so I wouldn't pay money to go see that shit. I wouldn't pay money to go see that shit now unless he's getting in the octagon. I'm not interested. Interested. You know.
No, but you know what? It sounds like that shit's gonna happen again. And then you know he wants to talk about fighting Diaz too. You know what I mean? That was the two things that Conor.
I want to see McGregor fight Khabib again and beat Khabib. All right, that's some unfinished business that he left laying out there. Okay, and I want to see him actually finish that business up. Then you can move on to whoever the fuck you want to move on to big payday with that other dude. Beat Khabib, dude. The guy embarrassed the fuck out of you, made you look like a moron. You know, you're fighting, you know. I don't know. That's just the way that I see it. But you know what? The UFC is another beast in its own, so.
I still too would like to see fucking Conor McGregor and GSP.
That would be a mega fight.
I don't even give a shit.
That would be a
GSP
mega fight.
old,
Yeah.
But fuck it.
That would be a mega fight. But I don't want to get too much on UFC because we're on the NFL.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
But anyway, so you guys got you locked. You locked in there. Does she have a prediction for us as far as the score or anything? You want to throw a prediction out there? Who's going to win? Anything like that? Might as well throw it in there. Who's going to win?
I don't know if you got a prediction for the game?
Who's going to win?
She's on her phone.
Oh, who is it up against?
49ers and the Chiefs.
I'm going to go with the Chiefs.
Chiefs? All right.
That's a good pick. That's a good pick. I like that pick.
I'm just going by just off the top of my head. I don't know about football, and I don't know about... And I've been on my phone this whole time, and I'd ask who is it up against. I've been here the whole time.
Thank God she didn't turn around and she was like, I'm going to pick the Raiders. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Not yet.
All right,
Raiders
so
ain't
you locked in. You locked in. Minnesota Vikings, when can we catch you next? Thursday night, you're going to be on with your cousin, fucking around?
Oh, yeah. Bill as Fuck TV, baby.
You can catch them real as fuck. I got they're linked below.
Thursday nights.
Thank you guys for coming on.
Yeah, bonus!
Thank you for coming on today with me, fellas, and I'll see you soon. And they are real as fuck. They're real as fuck. Yeah, they are. The old Minnesota Vikings fans. The real as fuck TV there. Oh, yeah, there. Oh, fuck yeah, there. Thank you for coming on there for you there. And you guys can catch them out on Thursdays over there on the channel over there. And they got their picks in. I got my pick in. What? Like I said, we're going to be on with a pre-show, NFL Sunday pre-show here on the channel. And we'll probably come on that Monday morning after the Super Bowl as well to go over all the happenings. And listen, like I said, I think this will be a good Super Bowl. I hope it will be. I don't see why it wouldn't be. These teams are very well matched up. If it is true what Minnesota Vikings said about the unfortunate, maybe injury that might be there, I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not. I mean, I looked it up as we were talking, and they said that he does wear a brace frequently, and he has had some, moments where he banged up his knee here and there. But it didn't say anything. I didn't see anything as of right now that is reporting that he's banged up, officially. So, I mean, and that wouldn't be out there either right before the Super Bowl. So I would think that they would protect that, if anything, if he was banged up. So regardless, we'll see what happens. I do think Garoppolo's got the slight edge, and I do think you're going to see that in the Super Bowl. But that's why they play the game, right? So we'll see what happens, and hopefully, if you're a betting man, I'm telling you right now, if it's a 1-2 point spread, 1.5 point spread, bet the fucking 49ers with the spread. They are going to cover the spread and win this game. Although I do want the Chiefs to win, they're going to cover.
45 minutes, same thing.
45. The heist man right there. He said 45.
45 minutes.
45, he said, see?
45 minutes.
See, pick it.
45 minutes.
He's saying 45. Listen.
45.
That's my man. Shout out to Martin Luther King also. And that's fucked up to say that, man. Come on. That's not right. It's not right to say, man. Not right to say.
I had a dream that my people would stay.
All right. And we won't play that loud. So there you go. Thank you. Thanks for the $1. For being a racist cunt. Thanks for being a racist cunt. Anyway, Martin Luther King. Shout out to Martin Luther King on Martin Luther King Day. And what he stood for, because what he stood for is what every man should stand for, whatever color they are. Doesn't matter what color they are. Every fucking man should stand for what Martin Luther King stood for. Period. Period. So, shout out to him, his people, on this day, and happy birthday to Martin Luther King, a man who fucking changed America for the good. And on that, we end with this. Right here. Martin Luther King, God bless. God bless everyone out there. God bless, God bless. And we'll see you Wednesday night.
I am happy to join with you today in what will go down in history as the greatest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation. Years ago, a great American in whose symbolic shadow we stand today signed the Emancipation Proclamation. This momentous decree came as a great beacon light of hope to millions of Negro slaves who had been seared in the flames of withering injustice. It came as a joyous daybreak to end the long night of their captivity. But 100 years later, the Negro still is not free. 100 years later, the life of the Negro is still sadly crippled by the manacles of segregation and the chains of discrimination.